Good morning, everybody. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC. And excuse me, just waking up. I apologize. Good morning, everybody. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Net with some power players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave a notification on so you will not miss DTV at its best. And today, I'm doing a kind of a late eulogy. I'm just finding out from my roommate yesterday, and again, shout out goes out to Aaron Redmond, and he told me that Richard Roundtree, for those who don't know who that actor is, some of you guys do know, some of you don't know, but I'll tell you anyway. He plays John Shaft. Yes, Richard Roundtree was one of the trailblazers back in the days, back in the early, I'm gonna say the early '70s, and he's one of the trailblazers, like Isaac Hayes, like Fred Wilkerson, and a huge lot of other actors. Mr. T. He plays John Shaft. Now this is him. I'm gonna say back in the early '70s. Okay, great actor, outstanding actor. He been around for a long time. As a matter of fact, did a little quick homework on him. I knew he's a great actor, but I just had to do a little homework on him. Richard Roundtree was born July 9th, 1942. Died a couple of days ago, October 24th, 2023. He was born in New Rochelle, New York City. Okay. And what can I say about Richard Roundtree? Incredible actor. In fact, I probably grew up watching this man probably since I was because he was born in 42. I was born in 65. I guess I didn't start knowing anything about this man until I turned after, say, maybe like 13 or 14 years old. I'm going to go there. I'm going to say about 13. All right. Trailblazer, icon. He been around for years. I'm pretty sure he did maybe dozens of movies. The last movie I saw Richard Roundtree, and he did a remake of Shaft, but the guy who portrays Shaft happened to be Samuel L. Jackson. They did like a 2000 version of it. I can't remember what year, but they actually did a 2000 version. And Samuel L. Jackson plays Shaft, and Richard Roundtree happened to play the dad and the grandfather for Shaft. And because Samuel L. Jackson did two movies, he did Shaft, and then he did Shaft 2, and Richard Roundtree was part of both of those projects. Both very good. What can I say about this guy? I mean, back in the days, back in the '70s, this was like, he was the guy. Okay, not just him, Fred Wilkerson, Isaac Hayes. This is back in the days when they did like movies like Three the Hard Way and Penitentiary 2 and all that. He was that guy. Guys like Mr. T and all those were the guys back then. Those were the trailblazers back then. Those were the guys that, man, kept everything 100, kept everything real. So this is how I remember him when I was growing up. I mean, and Shaft, he low key, cool, kept a baby afro. The man kept leather. He fight, he kicks butt. He was definitely smooth with the ladies. Definitely a ladies' man, no doubt about it. But this is how I want to remember him back then, but I'm going to show you pretty much how people remember him now. This is how he looked this is how he looked now. Well, pretty much before he died. That's how he looked. I'll blow the picture up. There he is. Rich Roundtree, cool hat, cool suit, love the tie. That's how he looked now. So here at DCN Networks and Power Players, sometimes I gotta step out of the gaming world and come back into the reality world where everything pretty much started in the first place. So I want to give out a little small eulogy to his family, his friends, to the billions of fans around the world, old and new school, including myself. I just want to say to Richard Roundtree, to his loved ones, his kids, grandkids, whoever. Richard Roundtree, thank you. We love you. We miss you. There's not going to be another one like you. And like I said, he was a trailblazer. In fact, he's probably one of the first trailblazers, if not one of few of many, that came from that era, from that early 70 era and lived this long up till now. Now, as far as the cause of his death, that I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, that I don't know. And to all my 20 viewers that's coming in right now, thank you so much. That I don't know, but I do know he, back then, and as he is now, he is definitely an icon. And I'm going to bring this picture back up one more time for those who may want to know what he looked like. That's how he looked back in the days. He looked just like that. That's how I remember him. Now, if you look at the background, you can tell it's that kind of 70 background because you got like the big lights and letters. Over in the little left-hand corner, you got like a little telephone logo on the building and all that. That's how that looked back in the days. Again, I think I was like maybe like, I say 12, 13 years old. I think I didn't start seeing Shaft for the very first time back then. And he was part of that action era. Like I said, he was part of uh, the Bruce Lee era, the Jim Brown era. He was part of that. He was a huge, major part of all that. So for him to live from, let's see, from July 9th, 1942 to October 24th, 2023, we just lost him a couple of days ago. Man, this is the guy. He was the man. This is the guy back then that knew what cool was all about. And I grew up back then just watching this guy. He was, again, smooth talking with the ladies. The man, even back then, the man rocking a brown leather coat. The baby afro. I'm a little jealous because his mustache is thicker than mine. Got the sideburns back then. That's how he looked back then. Alright, for those who may or may not didn't know, but this is how he looked now. Look at him. Even back then. And this is how he looked now before he died. He still had that swag, even up to his death. He still had that swag. I love the hat. I love the jacket. Got the little, silver silk handkerchief in this pocket or whatever. The polka dot tie. Man, even all the way up to his death, man, he looked it pimped out, man. Straight up. So I'm gonna leave that picture up for one more minute. To all my 48 viewers that's in right now, thank you so much. The Spidey 09 show, we're at 394 subscribers. Before Christmas, I would love to get that 400 mark. So again, to his family, we love you. My condolences, my honor, and my respect goes to the great late. And we just lost a man 2 days ago. And again, my mind was blown when my roommate told me. That's why I said, you know what? I'm going to wake up this morning. The first thing I'm going to do is give out this special eulogy to Richard Roundtree, the original Shaft. Shut your mouth. That's right. You heard it. I said it. The original Shaft. And then later down the line, and again in the early 2000s or whatever, in the mid 2000s, then Samuel L. Jackson, he portrayed the role, and I thought that was cool, but there can never be another one like Richard Roundtree. Never one. I can't even run a decent show without a troll. And for those who got that's reading a little, because I'm under a whole new direction right now. We need more subscribers, likes, comments, no trollers allowed, support DC and Percent's Power Players. Thank you so much. You know, I'm not going to get upset, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Especially if I got moderators in the room right now, please block whoever's doing that. I got an idea who it is, but I'm not going to get upset, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Your time going to come. I hate when I do a good eulogy, and even if just for a brief moment, and they disrespecting the dead. So whoever that is that's doing that, I'm glad that I date my shows. I'm glad that YouTube is watching this right now. I'm glad PlayStation is watching this right now. But I'm not going to revolve the show around it. All I'm going to say is one thing to whoever that's doing this. And then you're going to, I hate, again, when people troll on the deceased. And you're making fun of one of my heroes that I was growing up back in the days. I'm going to make this brief, and I'm about to end this eulogy right quick, but I'm going to say this. I hope and I pray they catch you, dude. And for you to disrespect the deceased, and I apologize for my viewers in advance because, again, my show is under a state of direction right now. I hope whoever's doing this, I hope they die in hell. My apologies go out to the Richard Roundtree family and to the viewers that's watching this show right now. You ain't got no morals. When your time come, I'm not gonna have any morals for you either. I hope, I take that back, I pray that you burn in hell for disrespecting the deceased. And here's the best part, I'll never take it back, ever. That's wrong. That's wrong. I hate when I do a heartfelt eulogy and then you got some loser troller on the show disrespecting the deceased. And when you don't have no respect for the preservation of life, especially after death, and you come in and ruin it for the people that want to hear what I got to say, you know, because you couldn't thought of it, that ain't my fault. But I hope, and I take that back one last time, I don't hope, I pray that you burn in hell and keep the fire, keep the barbecue going. Straight up. And if I have moderators in the room, put Richard Roundtree, the bum troller, put him in a box for 300 seconds. And now he's not the only person that we lost. I'm going to bring this up too. We lost someone else this month. And it's late. You know who this guy is? Y'all seen him dozens of times. He played in every Rocky movie. And he goes by the name of Paulie. He's Rocky's brother-in-law in the movie. But actually his real name is Burt Young. And he is the actor who plays Paulie in all the Rocky movies. You name it, from Rocky 1 up to whatever. Okay, and we lost him as well. As a matter of fact, we lost Burt Young. Yep. He was born April 30th, 1940, and we lost him on October 8th, 2023. And Burt Young, again, you know him as Paulie. Everybody know him as Paulie. Everybody know him as Uncle Paulie. And he played in a few movies, but I remember back in the days, he played in a movie with Rodney Dangerfield called Back to School. And Rodney Dangerfield was going back to school, going back to college, and he played Rodney Dangerfield's chauffeur / bodyguard, which I thought that was pretty cool. If you don't believe me, check out Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, and this was a younger version of Burt Young playing the chauffeur / bodyguard, and I thought that was pretty cool. So this is how he looked back in the days. Give me a second, and This is how he looked when we lost him. So again, I'm gonna shrink the screen down for one more second. So again, shout out goes out to Burt Young, aka Paulie, aka Uncle Paulie from the Rocky movies. Enjoy watching him on the camera. I haven't seen all his movies other than the two I mentioned, but I do know when you think of him, you think of that Brooklyn mentality. You think of this guy. One thing I love about this guy, he's one hell of a trash talker. He really is, especially in the Rocky movies. I like him when he was in when it was Rocky versus Drago, and he was, they was having a press conference, and he was talking a lot of trash. I loved him for that. But again, long story short, to Burt Young. So these are two actors that both died in the month of October. To his family, his friends, to the millions, and not, I take that back, to the billions of fans around the world, including myself, to Burt Young, aka Paulie, aka Uncle Paulie. We love you, we miss you, and my condolences and respects go out to you and your family. So again, thank you, and there can never be another one like you. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. We all love these great and dear actors, both past, present, and future. But in the end, I've been saying this for years. We all love them, but God loved them more than us. Straight up, God loved them more than us. So I just want to give out this little brief eulogy immediately following. This will be posted on Facebook. And again, I apologize to the loser troller that disrespected this show. And I'm not taking back what I say. I pray that you burn in hell. And I wouldn't take it back for anything in the world. And no, I won't. No, I won't. Because when your time comes, you know what I'm going to be doing? You know exactly what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be smiling. Because you want to know why? You deserve it. Hey, God's still working on me. So get used to it. So, my little robot buddy, we're going to go on break. And in 3, 2, 1. And when you hear that music, that means my Thursday morning update and my tribute to Richard Roundtree and Burt Young of this month of October. My condolences and blessings go out to him, to both of their families, and this show has come to a closure and its final destination. And to the loser troller that was on my show, I knew it was you, Bobby. I knew it was you. I didn't want to say it at first, but I knew it was you. I knew all along it was you. So shout out goes out to the gorilla banger, Bobby B. See, you grew up, man. You're not even banging pit, but you know what? I'm gonna keep myself cool. So again, shout out goes out to the loser, the gorilla banger, Bobby B. Thank you so very much. And if I have moderators in there, just put them in the box for me. Well, that's about it. And immediately following, I'm about to get back into some Spider-Man 2 gameplay, and we go from there. Hear what the shirt said. Get these hands, brother. Believe me, you don't want none of me, even if you tried. I'm out of here. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. I'll see everybody next time on the wild side. And then later on today, I'm going to be sitting back, chilling, playing some Spider-Man 2 and some Mortal Kombat 1. And to all my viewers, thank you so much for stopping in. And to the loser, the gorilla banger, I meant what I said, dude. Straight up. Because this is what losers do. This is what losers do. This is what losers do. So keep being a loser. Because in the end, I'm still a winner, whether you like it or not. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later, and I apologize for the troller that disrupted the eulogy. And again, much blessings and appreciation, condolences and respects go out to both Richard Roundtree and Burt Young's family. And you guys are going to always be in our prayers and our hearts. And like always, God is still in control. I'm out of here. Excuse me. I'm out of here. Take care of yourself. And final comment of this show, public service announcement to Chicago, to the world. Put those damn guns down. Let's find another way around this solution. Put them down. We gaining more death than life every single day. Because at the rate we going, it ain't gonna be much of a world left. So let's hold on to what we have now. Put those damn guns down. Seriously, it ain't worth it. I'm out of here.